It is January 31st. It is the last day of January. I cannot believe this. And so I have the 5th and final test for the Clearblue Menopause Stage Indicator. And then I also have the Mira because I am cycle day 5. So I am going to take both of these tests and just conclude with this one to see if the line is super dark or just darker, you know, even more darker, which it should be because I'm in my follicular phase. But also, you know, this, I think I said this in the last video, the test number 4 video, when I read that this is detecting an MIU per milliliter of 25. And so if it's over 25, that means it is elevated beyond what it should be when you are younger and have normal healthy hormones. So anyway, the question is, or was for me, would this be positive at all for a younger woman with normal hormones? Would it be normal throughout all of her follicular phase? And a lot of the reading that I found said yes, it would be negative throughout her entire follicular phase. So, and people are talking about the blood test. This is not that, you know, type of thing. This is, you know, urine. But when you go to your fertility clinic and you have your FSH tested and they want it on cycle day 3 or 4 or whatever that day is, it's because you are starting your follicular phase and they want to know how hard your brain is trying to make your ovaries work. Is it normal? Is it effortless? Or is it struggling? And that's when the FSH is super high, is when your brain is struggling to communicate with your ovaries. And that is an indicator of premenopause, perimenopause, stuff like that. So let's go ahead and see what this looks like today. And then also what Mira has to say as far as my LH, my PDG, and my estrogen. So here is the pretty green test, and I will dip this for 20 seconds. And dip for 21, 2, 3, 19, 20. Put the cap back on. Alrighty, and it is running through. You can see that there. Okay, put this back in the wrapper, and now I'll do the Mira test. Actually, let me set the timer first on the app. I wanted to make sure I did that, didn't forget. So I want 5 solid minutes on that. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the Mira, and this is the Mira wand. This is the 3 hormone test, not FSH. Now, you know, obviously they have their own FSH wand, and that would be good if you really want specific numbers and things like that. Since I've had the blood test twice, I know that I'm high and I'm just high. So anyway, here is the wand, and I will just dip for 20 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 19, 20. It said 20 to 25 in the instructions. And you pull the cap off from behind and you put it over the part that went in the urine, and it's already running through. You can see that. And this is charged up and ready to go. You'll see that my PDG from last time was 17 on January 20th. Okay, so anyway, yeah. Probably the highest PDG I've ever seen on the Mira without taking a supplement. So, okay, so the timer is running for 21 minutes. That timer is running for 21 minutes, and I will come back in just a few more to see what the Clearblue Menopause Stage Indicator looks like for the 5th and final test. Okay, the timer has gone off for 5 minutes for the Clearblue, and so last test, we'll see what it looks like during my follicular phase when it's a lot higher because, of course, I am growing follicles. Hopefully one that is going to end up being my baby, so that would be awesome. All right, so let's take a look and see what this looks like. Okay. yeah, I mean, it's kind of broken up. It's not that good of a quality line, but you can tell that it's close to matching the control line, I think. I mean, it's not as solid. I'll show you. I'll see what you think of that, but yeah. I mean, you can see it. It's definitely there. Maybe, no, it's not as dark as the control line, but it looks a little broken up in the middle there. So, but not like yesterday. I think I didn't have enough in my sample for yesterday's test. But yeah, this is easy to see, and it's pink, you know, it's filling in, it's getting darker. So anyway, I don't know how dark this would have gotten if I were to continue testing next week. That would have been interesting. I wish there were more tests that come with it, but it's just a 10-day test. So anyway, I am going to take a look at the Mira when that is done. It has 15 more minutes left. And so when that is done, we'll take a look and see what my hormones are doing on cycle day 5. So yeah, I mean, this was fun. A lot of people are like, oh, they're horrible. And some are like, oh, I'm going to do it. You know, obviously go to your doctor if you want to know hardcore, you know, solid, if you want solid answers. But, you know, this is pretty clear. You know, if it's positive at all, you've got an elevated FSH. And if you want more details about that, then definitely go to your doctor and find out what your levels are and what is going on. And because if you're hoping to try to have a baby, you know, it doesn't mean that you're doomed, and it doesn't mean that everything is over. There is always a possibility. If you ovulate an egg, there is always a possibility that you can get pregnant. And don't give up, and just keep going, you know, if that's what you want to do. I will see you in just a little bit. Okay, the timer has gone off for the Mira, and it's time to take a look and see what my hormones are doing. The estrogen, my progesterone, and my LH. So let's see what the Mira says I'm doing at cycle day 5. I hope they're good numbers. I hope it's normal, but you know, we'll see. Yikes. Wow. Whoa. Oh, you're kidding me. I don't like that at all. This is not what I wanted. Okay. So my, let's start with my LH. My LH is 18, which is, you know, super, it's high. I don't even know what I average when I ovulate. Maybe in the 30s, maybe 20 something. My estrogen is 287, which is pretty high. And my PDG is a 6. So did something come out of my right ovary yesterday? I don't know. I think it'd be good to, my period is pretty much over as of today. So I'll just test throughout the weekend on my own, and maybe make an update video on Monday or Tuesday to see what's going on, and if I should even try to inseminate, or if something happened yesterday, which would be really weird. But yeah, I don't know what to say, because the Mira says that 5 and up, maybe even 6 and up, would for, you know, consecutive, you know, for 3 consecutive days would say that you did ovulate. So, and I was down quite a bit before my period started. It was like a 1.4. So I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to inseminate. I don't know if something weird happened yesterday, but my period is pretty much over. So I don't know, but either way, the menopause testing was interesting, and it was kind of fun. And it was kind of fun to have a no pressure test, maybe because I already knew what the results were going to be, but it was fun to see this type of test and what the way it worked and how it works and everything. I will go ahead and record that as positive, but it does have me taking another test in 2 days. But of course, I'll just say it's positive, even though that was my last test, because like I said, I forgot to record my very first test. And so it thinks I have one more test to go. So I'll put that at the end of this video and show you what it says my menopause indicator stage is. And then that'll be it. So I will end the video with that in 2 days.